able to find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 deadly sins. I wonder which one I'm missing. But we'll just do a few. We'll probably do 3 of them today. Lipstick of the day is 513 Electra. NYX Electra. It's like a deep red. And then perfume of the day is, this is just like a Target. You can find good chemistry at Target, and it's $20, I think. Queen Bee. It only lists 3 notes on Fragrantica, and it's blackcurrant, peony, and amber. I wore this like 3 times in the past week, pretty much. I got addicted to it a little bit, and it's just, oh, it's a little floral, but it's also a little sweet and warm. Okay. If you have not hit subscribe yet, please consider doing so. It's a free way to help the channel grow. If you already have, please hit like if you like, and leave a comment of any kind. That's nice. Also, as always, I will leave my tip jar in the description. Okay, so what should we start with? Let's start with gluttony. These are hard things to face. This is pretty much shadow work. Okay. The 7 Deadly Sins Bingo Gluttony. And this is by iCantifire. ICANTFIRE. That's who makes these templates. Okay. In love with food. I will have to say I am a little bit in love with food. It's probably not a totally healthy relationship. And it's worse now than it ever was. Well, no, I won't say that. I never used to have a sweet tooth. I used to have a really bad carb tooth, but not a sweet tooth, and now I have more of a sweet tooth. So that really sucks. It has something to do with nursing, like nursing the baby. I got a sweet tooth. I don't know why. I always bring something to eat or drink when you go out. Well, yeah, I always have my iced coffee. I can't, like, I'm thinking of having to go somewhere where I'm not going to be able to have any coffee. I don't like that thought. Love to buy unnecessary stuff. Not too bad on that one. Oh wait, love to buy it. So we're not talking about food, so just buying unnecessary stuff. Yeah, I got really bad for a while. I'm back. I'm swinging back in a better direction with that though. Very excessive. I wouldn't call myself very excessive, but I did have to stop watching. So I used to watch a lot of haul videos, and so I stopped watching those because some people were just hauling so much crap, and I'm like, where do they even put this crap? Kind of gave me like a sick feeling, you know. Numerous between meal snacks. I'm not terribly bad with that. Constantly taking a second helping of food. Oh yeah, constantly, yes. Selfish, not too bad on that. Adore sweets, chocolate, or overly greasy dishes. Yes. Like I said, I've been having like a sweet tooth since for the past like year and a half. Talkative. It might surprise you because I'm always talking on my channel, but I'm not that talkative of a person in real life. Often eat even though not hungry. Not really. I pretty much have to be hungry to like go look in the cupboard or the fridge. Always accompanied, but I also am always hungry. So I don't eat when I'm not hungry, but I'm pretty much always hungry. Always accompany meals with sauces something I dislike. No, I don't want to eat something I dislike. Childish. I try not to be childish. I don't think that that would be a word that was used to describe me very often. Never feel fully satisfied. Now I can feel satisfied. Okay. Now let's do pride. Alright. Pride, the 7 deadly sins bingo. Again, this is written and templated by is it 1? I think that's an I can't fire. Often compare myself to others. No. Never ask for help. Yes. Yes. That's an area I struggle with. Resentful. Yes. Yes. Another area I struggle with. Like to command and control. Not that much anymore. That used to be a big struggle of mine, like not feeling like I was in control. And I've gotten a lot better with that. I'm listening to this book right now. It's called Tarot for Change, and it's like the psychological approach to tarot. And it was talking about you're always either being willful, like exerting your will, or willing, and you need to learn like when is the right time to be willful or willing, because you cannot will your way through a lot of stuff. There's just going to be things you cannot will your way through. And those are the times where you have to just be willing to just let things run their course, or be patient or whatever. Just there's times where you can't make things happen. There are going to be times where you are between a rock and a hard place. And it's not something that our society is very good at teaching you. Because in our society, they kind of teach you like, nope, you can push through anything, you can get through anything, like you just have to mind over matter everything, and that's not true. There are things where you just have to do what you can do, and then you just pull back, and that's that. Self-confidence. I have pretty decent self-confidence. Consistently critical. I can get in those moods, or those phases. I can get overly critical of myself. But that, I think, is something you age out of. You get better. Maybe it's just the work I've done, but maybe it's age that you get less self-critical, and it's a beautiful thing. Stubborn. I'm not as stubborn as I used to be. I would call myself mildly stubborn now. Perfectionist. I've gotten way better with that. I used to have like really bad perfection procrastination, where I wouldn't start anything until I knew it could be perfect, or I wouldn't start anything until I bought like all the best stuff to start it with. And if you're like ADHD or even if you're autistic, you might know the feeling of getting really hyped and wanting to get into something, and then you get all the stuff. It's more about collecting the stuff than it was ever about the project. So you have to be careful, because you could spend a lot of money on something that you really didn't even want to tackle. So it's good to just do a sample run, or just a rough draft or something, or just do it. Just do it. Perfection is the enemy of getting stuff done. We'll never apologize. I do struggle with apologizing, but I've gotten a lot better last word. It doesn't matter because it's really not the last word because as a parent, the ultimate consequence or the ultimate thing is just you deciding what the consequence is. So if they have another word and you let it go for a while, let things simmer down, the consequence is still the consequence. You still kind of do have the last word. They're just making it worse for themselves, but whatever. Seek glory and recognition. Not really. I don't even like people to look at me in real life. Independent. Overly independent. Yes. Fear of humiliation. No. I mean, come on. I was a drunk. There's no fear. There's no shame. There's none. No fear of humiliation. Selfish is on this one too. Like to give an opinion. Yeah, I guess I lean towards liking to weigh in on something. Ambition. I'm pretty ambitious. Extremely competitive. No, thank you. And possessivity. No, I don't have that. I really wish I had played this game, in my teens and then every so many years so I could see where I've grown or where I've slipped. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do lust. Because this one probably would have been way worse. And it's probably nothing now, but we'll see. Okay, the 7 deadly sins, bingo. Lust. Not into deep talks and conversations. No, I'll have deep talks and conversations. Intense desire. Intense, no. Lack of attachment. Not really. I have a regular amount of attachment. Cannot be in a long distance relationship. Actually, when me and my fiance were dating, we were technically long distance relationship because we were about 2 hours apart, so jealousy, no. Don Juan, no, I wouldn't call myself a Don Juan. Strong imagination, I have almost no imagination, so that's not a problem. Not good at dealing with emotions, that one, that's the one. I struggle to even identify an emotion. I don't even know what I'm feeling. Being undiagnosed as autistic when I was little, and having to force my emotions down. So blame my parents. Now that I'm in a different headspace and I've been to therapy, I've been in recovery, and I'm doing things now, and I'm starting to learn how to identify my emotions, which I hope will help me also deal with my emotions. Short relationship.